Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys my beauty favorites in the month of August, so if you guys are interested, do stick around. So it feels like it's actually been quite a while since I've done a favorites video, but nonetheless I've put together in my little tray right here all the products that really I've grabbed for so consistently the past month and maybe even more. So I'll try to put some order to this, but anyway, I'll begin with complexion product. I think standout hands down for me in terms of foundation, one of the latest releases this past month or maybe past season is Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. The shade that I use is Y335, or it's a match for the 127 in the old foundation, the basic HD foundation. I love the consistency because it's wearable on a daily basis on an ordinary day. If you just want to be more polished, you can also, depending on how you apply it, you can make it less photo shoot like, I suppose, but at the same time it offers such amazing coverage that a little truly goes a long way. Now if you have an event or you have a shoot or you're going to be photographed or be under tremendous lighting, this is still amazing and you can build it up to even full coverage. The next products are skincare. There are a couple that I've truly enjoyed. I'll begin with a cleanser duo that I've been thoroughly enjoying. This is a tandem that I was introduced to years back when I was in California, and it still honestly truly works. And in spite of all the other cleansers I've tried with my Clairsonic Mia, this is still the best cleanser, which it was recommended to me, and I did purchase it just because of that, and I'm a big fan of the brand anyway, so there was no harm in giving it a shot. It's the Henriksen African Red Tea Foaming Cleanser, which comes in this pump, and I was told by a Sephora Clairsonic specialist that apparently amongst the insiders, this is the cleanser to pair with your Clairsonic, and I have to agree. It is mild enough yet effective enough to work with the Clairsonic without over drying or over cleansing the skin, and it really just leaves such a supple, refined facial skin. I don't know if that makes sense, probably not, but it feels like baby skin when you're done using this tandem. So this is something I rediscovered love definitely this month. And for nighttime nourishing, I've thoroughly really enjoyed the Kate Somerville Nourish Moisturizer. It's actually good as a daily moisturizer for day and night. That's what it says here. It's the Hydrant Quotidient Nourish, but I just use it at night and it smells, there is such a soothing spa-like smell to this, and I know that is frequently used as a description, but it's very unique, the scent that this has. It's not overpowering, but it's very calming and relaxing, so I love using it for night. Two products that I've also thoroughly enjoyed. These are from my CBeauty range, which I will be sharing very soon. Well, I've actually already slightly been releasing it in the public, but I will be releasing it on a larger scale very soon. One is my pre-cleanse balm. This is the product, my go-to product for breaking down my daily face before I even use any cleanser, and it's very effective in just taking all the sunscreen, the makeup, foundation before I actually use an actual cleanser. And this is the Take It Off pre-cleanse balm, and this one is still virgin coconut oil based, organic cold pressed coconut oil, but infused with orange oil and eucalyptus, just so that it's infused with French orange oil and eucalyptus. And what those two oils do is they effectively remove product or break down product from the skin without drying the skin out. Another product that I've been thoroughly loving is my Glow Facial Moisturizer. This one is still largely virgin coconut oil, cold pressed virgin coconut oil infused with rose oil and bergamot, and that concoction just does an amazing job for re-moisturizing and keeping my skin hydrated the entire night, even with air conditioning, which is usually my biggest, I guess, skin challenge when I'm in humid weather, is that the air conditioning usually uses a lot of recycled air, and it just is not good for skin, or even for in general. It's just not a very good environment to have for your skin. So I find that using this, my Glow Oil, really just traps the moisture in my skin for the duration of the night and leaves it amazingly moisturized the next day. Now for cheek products, and I think these two products are my standout favorites. I mean, it really is just something that every day I reach for, and I don't think I can live without anymore. And they're from Becca and Chanel. They were both releases this past season. The first one is the Chanel, this is the Chanel Illuminate illuminating powder. Of course, I cannot pronounce that, but that's how it looks. And basically, it's their blush bronzer this season. Of course, it comes in the velvet pouch, which I've done away with. It comes with a brush, which I've done away with, just because I pick it up every single day. This is how it looks. You can see mine is pretty worn out, but I don't really care. I just love it so much. And you know, I'm not trying to keep it pristine. I don't really care, because I just love it that much. So if you are, this was my bronzer of choice for this season, and no regrets right here. I have it on with some Hourglass, but it's basically like the pink high parts of my cheek is Hourglass, but the warmth is largely Chanel. Although I've also put Soleil Tan de Chanel cream bronzer, because the lighting from the camera needs a lot more reinforcement, but this is definitely the powder version of Soleil Tan de Chanel. And if you guys have tried that, or you're crazy if you haven't tried that, because it's one of those things that nobody can recreate. The next one I have on me as well, if you can see right here, and on the tip of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow, I'm sure you can see my highlight. None other than, and I think I've actually used it on my eye as well, multi-purpose. Oh, and actually the Chanel I actually do use on my crease sometimes when I'm too lazy to grab anything else. So these two products are amazing. So this is Becca, and it's their Illuminator in Champagne Pop. This is how it looks. You've seen it 10 million times. That's how it looks, and this is natural light I'm showing you in, so check that out. So I have that on the high points of my face. Lovely. Another skincare product, I forgot. Okay, this is the Glamglow Powermud, and this is the one I took with me on my trip, and I still have quite a bit of it. And this I love for just purging or detoxifying my skin. Absolutely amazing for combination skin, which I am, and it just really strips my pores of any residue that could have been left there. Even if you do have a regular skincare regimen, just because, especially with me, the amount of products that I use or put on a daily basis is really a lot. There's a tendency still for you to leave some product behind. So when I'm feeling like my skin needs to declog or detoxify a bit more, I reach for this, and this one I use at least once a week, if not twice a week, depending on how much makeup I use or how much stress my skin is. Now for those complexion products, I don't know, for me lately it's been all about complexion. So with those, there were oddly brushes that I thoroughly enjoyed, and usually I don't enjoy tools, I just reach for them, but these ones I've thoroughly enjoyed. So these are the brushes. This is a Dior brush, this is Kanebo, and this is Mercier. So this is the old school Dior number 6 blush brush. I believe this is natural squirrel hair. It's quite larger, but it's not dense. But this is amazing if you just want to add warmth or a bit of blush on your skin without actual harsh contour, and it just the bristles are amazing. They're just amazing. And I think this is a classic brush. One of the classic brushes I have on my collection, that I still really reach for and I keep on my vanity. This is the Kanebo blush brush. Very, very steep as well. I believe this is squirrel hair. I think it is. I believe it is. And it's very similar to the Suq blush brush, but since I don't use that all the time, I reach for this. This is a little more inexpensive than the Suq, but way softer than the Dior, of course, because it's a Japanese brush. I can't speak Japanese brush. But it is less wide than the Dior, so if I just want to apply color on the apples of my cheeks, beautiful. Dense enough, but not hard, and very soft bristles. And then with cream blusher, especially with the Laura Mercier cheek stick that I have, I've thoroughly been loving the Laura Mercier blending brush. It is just, I mean, it's a larger brush than both of these, but it grabs onto cream products so well because it's a bit more dense, and you can just like stipple it this way, and I enjoy using it thoroughly. And even with if you want to use it to set your makeup and you have like a loose powder, it packs the product in and you can just stipple it on your face. Cream blushes. This past month I've thoroughly been enjoying just a more glowy look and a natural look for on the go. So sometimes I just honestly just use this cream blush. It's by RMS. It is their cream blush. Do not mind the hair. It's so annoying when hair from brushes, especially this is from the MAC brush. I forget the number, but it's the round stippling brush. And it's so annoying because it sheds so much. But this is in Demure. Love it on the cheeks. It's by RMS, and a little really goes a long way. You don't need that much. So that's how it looks, and I can use it on my lips as well, and sometimes I do. Now for special occasions or special events that I'd have to go to, or if I had to do a shoot or something like that, I have thoroughly been enjoying my Tom Ford shade Illuminate in Intensity 1. That's how it looks, and it already looks pretty messed up, but that's okay by me. That's how it looks. So it's not a daily thing that I use, but definitely amazing if you are needing more definition. It is definitely the way to go without being too much, which is the problem that I have with other products of the like. Fragrance I've loved for the longest time, but it wasn't as easy to find before. But luckily when I was in Vancouver, I found a beautiful travel size, and it's the Tocca line of fragrances. This one is in Florence, and this is Italian bergamot and crushed violet petals, and this is me in a nutshell in terms of fragrances, and I can just spray this all day. And I usually try to avoid buying full sizes just because I move around so much, and I have 10 million large bottles with me that I really can't carry. So this is amazing because I can throw it in my purse and it's not that cumbersome. Last but not the least are these two eye products. No eyeshadows here. My look has been so neutral and basic lately, but this Bobbi Brown brow pencil in blonde, oh my gosh, is what I have on, and it's just, oh my gosh, this is how it looks. And it looks very light on the pen, I mean, when you look at it this way, but when you apply it, the definition it gives is you need very little, and it just absolutely, I've stopped using cream products or anything else to set it. I've just been thoroughly enjoying the definition this gives. And then because I work so frequently in front of the computer or in a camera or with lights, so it always strains my eyes, I always have some form of eye drops on me, and usually it's an Afghan A or some of the blue eye drops that removes the red out. But I also have a couple of Japanese eye drops. The Japanese ones though are extremely hardcore. They can get really stingy and painful. Imagine mouthwash for the eyes, but they work hands down the best among all of them. And this is the one that I've been reaching for the most, although it's quite intense. And with Japanese eye drops, they actually have intensity levels on the packaging, just so you know how painful they are. But this one is this was recommended to me by one of the girls when I was in the Matsumo, I forget their beauty supply store, Matsumo Kiyoshi. I'll put the link. I'll put the word down below. But this is the FXV by Sante, FXV Plus, and that's how it looks. Really has a sting. You have to pause for a while just to let it set in, but it works absolutely perfect. Last but not the least, another empty of mine obviously is my CBeauty oil. And I know I make this, but I don't just share this with you guys just cause I honestly use this every night. And I mean, if you can see, this one is already empty yet again. And this one is in the Chamomile, which is the first one that I've had, and I thoroughly enjoy it, and I don't think I could ever go back to any other regular moisturizer just because this is all natural and it works so much better than any of the other over-the-counter moisturizers that I've tried. So that is about it. I hope you guys found that interesting and informative. And also, I have a new Instagram account, so if you guys can just follow me there, I will put the link down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.